Oh, look at the hair, look at the hair. Oh, my stylist does an amazing job when it comes to my hair. Oh, but I know you beautiful people are out there. The fellas and those beautiful ladies that I call my cheerleaders. I know you're looking good while watching this content, while watching this video of Mr. Wonderful. Oh, the light. It's always shining bright when it comes to greatness and when it comes to this freaking channel. But you and I know, both know, oh, that this channel doesn't get very much views, doesn't get the push that it so gratefully deserves. But you know what? It's time for myself to give myself that freaking push that I deserve and start entering that freaking YouTube algorithm in this 2023 year. Oh, Mr. Wonderful is always looking amazing. The skin is healthy and the fit is amazing because guess what? Sneaker Profiles 152. We are just entering that book and we're opening that beautiful book that I call my catalog when it comes to sneaker profiles. Oh, as you see, you flip through the freaking pages one by one and you're like, wow, Mr. Wonderful has an amazing collection. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen, we just touched the tip of the iceberg. We still got so much to go, so much to see. Oh, because we have entered the FC Sneaker Factory for another episode, and I welcome you, beautiful people out there. I open those doors for you and let you enter the factory and let you enter the FC Sneaker Factory to be exact. I appreciate each and every one of you for stepping on in, joining me on another episode that I call Sneaker Profiles because we are visiting the Air Jordan 1. Oh, the Air Jordan 1 has been popular throughout the years, but I feel like it hit its peak in the past few years because of those Instagram influencers as well as those TikTokers. But you know what? Not every Air Jordan 1, in my eyes, is great. Only a few. I shouldn't say a few, but only two handfuls are really great. And you know what? I have a handful in my possession, and I've touched on one already. But let's go ahead and touch on another one. But hey, sit tight. Let's go ahead and take a look at this fit, because in case you missed last video, where the hell have you been at? Go back and watch this one, watch the last one, and then come back and watch this one. But here we go, the Blue Smurf, the G-Shock 6900. Decided to throw a little color in this fit, not too much, but I am rocking the Acne Studios sweatshirt, a little bit oversized. You know how Mr. Wonderful feels about oversized clothing. I'm not a big fan of that, but you know what? I decided, you know what? Let's go ahead and put this out. Let's go ahead and let you beautiful people set your eyes on this beautiful sweatshirt ho, and then on Mr. Wonderful himself. But really quick, let's take a look at the rest of the fit. I am rocking the J.C. Penney's Stanford Premium white tee, and of course the nice light blue rag and bone denim to bring it all together. But here we go. Sneaker Profiles 152. Oh, and this 152 is an amazing shoe. All right. It's an amazing shoe because one, it's an amazing colorway. But two, oh, it was a sneaker app pickup. And you know what? When I got that, oh, you know, the FC Sneaker Factory experience fireworks. Because it was a retail pickup, and this shoe is still, I'm sure, fetching a good amount for. But guess what? Mr. Wonderful had picked it up for retail, and it was one of those great pickups for the year when it dropped. All right. So one, it was a great pickup because it was retail. Two, it was a great pickup because you know what? I didn't have to wear my Travis Scotts. I could let those sit and maybe bring them out one of these days. So because this was a go-to shoe and people, you could call this the poor man's Travis Scott. I don't call it that, but people do call it that. This is just an amazing shoe all in itself. But let's take a look at the box before we go into that beautiful shoe. You do got that OG black and red box. It's not patent leather like the other one. Not that glossy finish. This is that more of that flat matted finish. But we do got the 10.5 because Mr. Wonderful hardly ever fails you with that size, and you see that Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG. The OG because you do got that that Nike Air labeling on the tongue. And I feel like it's just guaranteed when it should be guaranteed when it comes to the Air Jordan Model 1. But let's take a look at the inside. The inside of the box, you just got that standard paper. Nothing too crazy about that. This shoe is still dead stock in my possession. Haven't had a chance to wear it, but like I always tell you, and I always say, I have a lot of shoes in my collection, so sometimes I cannot bring them all out, or sometimes I just said, you know what, let's go with this shoe instead of that shoe because they're similar in the colorway, but not similar when it comes to the model. So the Air Jordan 1, right? The Air Jordan 1 was released back in 1985. And look at all these years later, 2023, we're still talking about this shoe and we're still wearing this shoe. And this one right here, the Air Jordan 1 Dark Mocha that I have in my hands. And I was so blessed, but I so gratefully deserve this one for retail price because the sneaker app has let me down so many times and so many recent times. But here we go. Let's take a look at this one. This shoe was released back in 2020. All right, already going on 3 years. It was actually October 31st, 2020. Beautiful shoe, like I said, a great retail pickup on my end. Thank you so much, Sneaker App, for one time. Thank you so much for that. Here we go. So let's take a look at this shoe. All right, I absolutely love this shoe, and I'm so blessed, like I have been mentioning, so blessed and so well-deserved cop on this one for retail. But let's take a closer look at these great materials. You do got that nice leather, not the greatest leather, you know, but nice enough. And I wouldn't call it white. I would call it more of like an off-white. So definitely a little bit of twist when it comes to this shoe. And then you got this nice black leather right here. Also white, off-white leather right there on that side panel, that beautiful black swoosh, that nice cut of leather on there. But this is what I really love about this shoe. Right here, this nice dark mocha hit, and this is that beautiful buttery suede. So great materials used on this Air Jordan 1 because, you know, sometimes they don't hit us with that great materials. They give us that shitty materials, and those are the ones that Mr. Wonderful passes on, especially if it's just not a colorway that he digs. But here we go. Also, oh, those beautiful black wings and that Air Jordan symbol from 85. What a great stamp right there on that ankle. Let's take a look at the medial side. Of course, pretty much the same on the lateral side from the medial, except the no wings hit right there, embroidered. But it does have that beautiful Nike Air on the tongue, which you know I love when it comes to the Air Jordan 1. Of course, do come with the white pair of laces or maybe off-white color pair of laces. And then inside we do got that nice, let me try to show you. There you go, the Nike Air in the insole. But it is painted on, so you know once you start wearing that shoe, it will fall off, unfortunately, with that. I'm so blessed, so grateful that I have not had a chance to wear this because you know what? This is a beautiful shoe. I know it's going to be a hard wear because one, I don't want to mess it up, but you do got that black outsole, so it's going to hide the dirt perfectly. I do need to get this one out pretty damn soon because it's already going to be, 3 years since this shoe has been released. So I think it's about time for me to actually bust this out and let the world see a brand new pair of the Dark Mocha right here. I know this shoe, it restocked many times. I believe I only went after it once and I got it that first time. Thank God for that. But this is a shoe that, you know, I should have probably picked up maybe another pair. But hey, it is what it is. But the poor man's Travis Sky is what people call this because it's similar in color. But I just call it the Dark Mocha because it looks similar in color when it comes to the Travis Scott, but it is its own shoe, and I'm thankful that it's in my sneaker factory. But what do you think? What do you think about this shoe? Is it a must for all the Air Jordan 1s? Oh, I'm sure it is, right? I'm sure it is. But is this a must for your collection? Is it in your rotation, or is it in your collection at this current time? Let me know. Drop a comment down below. I would love to know. Were you fortunate enough to hit for retail, or did you have to go the resale market when it came to this one? Hit me up. Let me know. I would love to know all those things. But the book has officially closed when it comes to the Air Jordan 1 Dark Mocha 152. Moving on to 153. Oh, it's going to be a beautiful shoe, and I can't wait to show you, beautiful people out there, the fellas. Oh, and those beautiful ladies that I call my cheerleaders, I appreciate you for stepping on in to the FC Sneaker Factory. Oh, and just like how they used to always tell me, I used to work at a grocery store in my high school years, even going into my college years. I would help the women to their cars with their groceries, and I would put those groceries in their trunks, and they would say, "Oh, Mr. Wonderful, you are too sweet."